I still remember the day my old red Toyota broke down right in the middle of Main Street in Portland. It was a cloudy Saturday morning, and I was already late for work at the library. The car coughed twice and stopped right in front of a coffee shop. I hit the steering wheel, muttering, "Not today, please not today." That's when I called Ethan, my nephew. Ethan was 24, an engineering student at Oregon State University. He'd always been the one in the family who could fix anything from radios to lawnmowers. My late husband used to say Ethan had magic in his hands. When I told him the car wouldn't start, he said in his calm voice, "Aunt Laura, don't worry. I'll be there in 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, his old blue truck pulled up beside me. He jumped out, wearing his usual flannel shirt and a grin. "Still loyal to this Toyota, huh?" he teased, brushing his hands together. "Don't mock her," I replied. "She's been with me longer than most people have." He laughed and lifted the hood. "Let's see what's going on." While he worked, I stood there watching him, feeling grateful. Ever since my husband Mark passed away 3 years ago, Ethan had stepped up in small ways that made a big difference. Fixing the mailbox, mowing the lawn, checking in when he knew I was alone on weekends, things that reminded me I wasn't forgotten. After 20 minutes, he shut the hood and turned to me. "Try it now." I turned the key. The engine roared to life. "You did it." I smiled, genuinely relieved. Ethan shrugged modestly. "Loose wire. Easy fix." But before I could thank him properly, he said something that caught me completely off guard. "Aunt Laura," he began, wiping his hands on a cloth, "can we sit somewhere and talk for a bit? I need to tell you something important." I blinked. "Of course. Let's grab some coffee." We went into the nearby cafe, sat by the window, and ordered 2 cappuccinos. Ethan looked nervous, his fingers tapping the table. "I've been keeping something from you," he said softly. Something I didn't know how to say before. I felt a chill of worry. "Ethan, what is it?" He took a breath. "Remember how you always encouraged me to follow my passion for mechanics? You were the only one who believed in me when I said I didn't want a traditional office job." I nodded. "Of course. You've always had a gift." "Well," he said with a small smile, "I built something. A kind of invention. It started as a college project, but it's grown into a real startup idea. And I named it after you." I blinked in surprise. "After me?" He nodded. "It's called Project Laura. It's an eye-assisted car repair device that can diagnose problems automatically and guide users step by step, even if they know nothing about cars. You inspired it." I sat there speechless. "Ethan, I don't even know what to say." He smiled shyly. "You always fixed people, Aunt Laura. You fixed hearts, not machines. You fixed mine after Mom and Dad's divorce. I just wanted to build something that helps others the way you helped me." Tears welled up in my eyes. "Ethan, that's the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me." He handed me a small black device, no larger than a phone. "This is the prototype. It scans the car and tells the driver what's wrong. It even has a voice option that speaks instructions aloud." I laughed through my tears. "You're telling me my broken-down Toyota just helped launch your invention?" He grinned. "Pretty much." From that day forward, I became his biggest supporter. I helped him write proposals, contact small investors, and even hosted meetings at my house. Within 6 months, Ethan's idea caught the attention of a local innovation fund. They gave him a small grant to develop it commercially. The night he received the funding letter, he drove straight to my house. He burst through the door, waving the envelope. "We got it, Aunt Laura. We actually got it." We celebrated with pizza and homemade lemonade. I'd never seen him so happy. But the real surprise came a few weeks later when he showed me a brand new car sitting in my driveway. "Ethan," I gasped, "what on earth is this?" He tossed me the keys. "Your old Toyota's done her duty. This one's from me, well, technically from Project Laura, because it's the first car we're integrating the system into. Consider it my thank you." I shook my head, speechless again. "Ethan, I can't accept this." He smiled softly. "You can. You should. Because none of this would have happened without you." For a long moment, I just stood there, the sun glinting off the car's hood, my heart swelling with pride and gratitude. That broken-down Toyota had been the start of something beautiful, not just an invention, but a new chapter in both our lives. Ethan's project grew over the next year. The device went into production, and his small garage-turned-workshop became a full-fledged company. He even hired other young mechanics who couldn't afford college. Sometimes I visit his office and see the sign that hangs over the entrance. Project Laura, fixing cars, healing people. Every time I see it, I smile through tears. He didn't just fix my car that day. He fixed something much deeper, a part of me that thought life had stopped moving forward. Now, whenever I turn the key in my new car and hear the soft hum of the engine, I remember that moment on Main Street. The day my nephew fixed my car, and left me speechless forever.